Hello and welcome back to For You Page, the podcast where we talk about everything and nothing. I'm your host, Lexi. You can see online. This is George. You know him from before, from Table Tips.
Hello.
How are you doing, George?
I'm good.
So, what have you been up to?
I have been buried in work, so and often am. I feel like you've got some memes to show me today that are going to be really horrifically embarrassing that I haven't heard of.
All right, we'll start off with a throwback.
My tiny little hole.
Do you remember the memes that we looked at last time?
I remember Crab Rave. I'll never forget Crab Rave.
Do you remember Dog of Wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's watch it again.
No, we have to.
Hop hop, hop hop, Monica, Monica,
Just a refresh for you.
Monica.
Dude.
That's a good one though.
Oh my god. I don't get it.
So, fun fact, Dog of Wisdom is back. There is a new Dog of Wisdom video that came out 11 days ago.
Stop funding these people.
It's just some random guy on the internet making these videos.
The season 2, no one asked for.
He saw the podcast. That's what's happening here.
Hata haka, hata, hapataka, baba, hata pandas, hatapatandas, hatandas, hapa, hapata. Kata-kata-kata-kandas, kata-kata-kandas, and kata-ka, kata-pata-pata-fundas among us.
Fungus amongus.
Hapapa.
Hapapa. I think the moral of the story is people have too much time on their hands.
This makes me feel sick, like as if I have
Is it
a
uncanny?
cold or some problem.
Oh, I have one. Poor little guy.
Is this gonna go full Heisenberg? Oh, whoa! His production quality has clearly gone up. This is crazy pants. This is like every rare game made in the 90s.
Yeah.
This is very Donkey Kong dialogue.
Happy happens.
Oh!
Happy happens. This is wisdom here.
Saying happy.
He's
saying the words.
He does it again, I think.
Monica ha. Ha Monica.
So that first video was from this. I watched this whole thing through. I was waiting for you. Get down.
How many minutes is this? Oh.
It's over.
2 minutes long?
Yeah. What'd you think?
That is hours of work.
Yeah. That whole
I have a question
harmonica bit.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What about that? Break it down so it's not funny anymore to me, why it's like entertaining. I'm like missing something.
Dogs. Bad animation.
Bad animation.
What's the
absurdity?
The absurdity of it. Like, what is going on?
No reason for anything.
And the fact that it's actually like saying something meaningful somehow. It's just
Okay.
like so many levels of like what is going on that makes it so funny.
There's something that's like going around right now where people are talking about how a lot of online comedy right now is really self-referential and like hyper layered and ironic, and I have officially reached a point where I am detached from being able to reason it. I'm now too old.
Are you millennial?
I'm almost 30, so yes.
Yeah, so you're too old for the internet now. Once you hit 30,
I need a premise in my jokes
That's
that
all
I
I'm
understand.
Sorry.
You ever know that thing when a dog gets on a plane and has a picnic and doesn't talk, but then sometimes talks a little bit?
But have you heard of surreal memes?
I know what surrealism is. I don't know surreal memes as a topic.
Oh my god, I used to be obsessed with surreal memes. The subreddit, I would just scroll for hours because they're, once again, the absurdity of it, and it makes no sense, but it does, and it's just so stupid it's funny. And this is my kind of humor, I guess.
There's absurdist stuff I like, but I think absurdism has gotten a little friggin' crazy lately.
Attention all passengers, as you probably noticed, the sea dried out, hence we will continue our journey on foot. This is kind of funny. That one's like stupid.
Yeah, but without the caption, I see how that's one. These are just like strange pictures that feel like somebody. Yeah. So this crazy nonsense is like
This is basically it.
It's like glitch comedy.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's all about internet glitches and like technology going wrong and like pictures getting corrupted as if like by a computer and that being like a dreamscape reality. It's very
There's some good ones on Pinterest.
indicative of like metaverses coming, kind of like people's dreams are technologically, aesthetically altered in their heads.
Do you think that dreams are just an alternate universe of ourselves?
I really hope not, because last night my dream the moon fell out of the sky, so that George is not doing okay today.
If there's a million billions of universes out there, then that's very possible that in one of them that happens.
It fell right out of the sky, dude! Oh, God.
You just saw your other self in that universe get crushed by the moon.
Oh, God.
It
was actually way worse than that. He was, like, out on a terrace. Fancy George had a terrace. And
Nice.
The moon swirled around in a weird way, disappeared, and then all the stars went like really fast, like the Earth
You
had
saw
lost
the end
its...
of the world.
Yeah.
You watched the end of
I
humanity.
watched like the full end of the world. So if that's the case, it's coming for all of us.
I could dream about these surreal memes though. He was a gator boy. She said, "I am horribly addicted to opioids."
Yeah, what? And like the alligators all messed up image
I
wise.
hate getting all political and shit, but what the fuck is cheese?
Yeah.
That one's good.
See. Huh?
That one's funny.
Cheese not political.
That's why it's funny. Because it makes no sense that it's funny.
Oh my goodness. It's like.
All right, we'll move on. You don't get it.
It did this kind of humor, if it had more internet support, would have been really big in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
This feels like early 2000s random humor coming back and slapping me in the face like I'm back in 5th grade again.
I've been pretty high at like 3 a.m. some nights in college.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
for
been
sure.
Scrolling Reddit surreal memes and laughing my ass off.
That is for sure. I had a friend who was I had a roommate who was super, big old stoner, very into all of the crazy nonsensical memes. Some of them were, not absurdist, but the ones that were crazy, he would be laughing and like doubled over, and we would all be like,
I wonder if I can
this is a
find
meatball with eyes, my guy. What's happening?
I have this one video that I saved that was just a girl on TikTok watching surreal memes, and she was like reading them out loud, and she thought they were so funny. So the way that she delivers it while she's laughing just makes it that much more funny. I'm gonna try to find it. Ha.
I sure am enjoying it,
Yeah, no, I do not understand this.
You.
No. This is the type of stoned that it's not okay for someone my age to be anymore.
I honestly wasn't like. I think these are funny now.
I can't track it.
Okay, this is probably has something to do with me being a Tumblr kid back in the day.
I had cousins who were Tumblr kids, and they would probably love these. So that makes a lot of sense. It seems right up their alley.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that's like evolved Tumblr humor at this point. You were on Tumblr? You weren't on Tumblr?
No, it wasn't on Tumblr.
You weren't a Tumblr kid?
No, I was a Facebook kid. I got
Farmville?
Nope. I stayed off of Farmville. I had better video games to play.
What were they?
Super Mario Double Dash,
Okay.
baby. I was throwing those green shells, not collecting wheat. Right? Is that what you did in Farmville?
What did you do on Facebook?
What
Like
did we
this,
do on
like
Facebook?
this post for a rate.
Let me tell you what we did on Facebook.
Like this post for me to tell you what I think of you.
Yeah, oh no, we had our top friends, which was very similar to the MySpace thing, where you would just like put a bunch of people that you liked better than everybody else. You had the honesty box, which was the scourge of middle school. Do you remember you maybe were too young for the honesty box. The honesty box was an anonymous page on your Facebook where somebody could just go to your profile and send you any message.
That's like dangerous.
And for the teenage boys, it was all messages with people being like, I've got a crush on you, like from other people, or it was like some other guy who was jealous of you or didn't like you telling you, like, you're not that great. And for all the women, it was, like, absolute vitriol all the time, always. And it was just, like, a perfect example of how horrific, like, high school can be for especially female-identifying people. Very, very
That's why I said it was
unfiltered, anonymous, vile.
My first reaction was, that's dangerous.
Dangerous. Oh, no, it was bad.
Because my first thought is people are going to start sending me death threats and, like, R-word threats and stuff.
Death threats, harassment. You couldn't stop. You couldn't block anybody because you didn't know where the messages were coming from. So the only thing to do would just be like, but it was like a big thing to have, like, oh my gosh, you would humble brag. Somebody said something so nice in my honesty box. And you would, oh man, craziness.
Wasn't there, like, those,
at the dawn of time.
Those apps that were like Whisper or Yik Yak. Yik Yak was one.
Yik Yak was like an anonymous community that was location based.
So like you would admit something.
That was in college for me.
Anonymously, that was high school for me. On that app, and then everyone in your school would see it.
Yeah.
But then so you could be like, I like Maria, but then no one would know that you like Maria.
Right.
But you could say it.
You could just yell it into the void with no one knowing where the source was, just to hear the echo.
It became a phase in my school. Like one year, everyone had it, using it, whatever. I never wrote anything, but I always wanted to see if people would write things about me, and then people would write like really vague things. I was like, oh, this girl or she or something like that, and I'd always like try to figure out because I went to a really small school, so you could figure it out.
Yeah, Yik Yak was not one I got super into, but I remember thinking like if this were around during high school, this would have been kooky bananas.
It was like Whisper or something like that, and then there was Yik Yak. There was a couple of them. Anyways, let's move on. You know of the Lo-Fi Girl, the YouTube channel?
No, but something came across my desktop earlier about something about like Countdown to the Lo-Fi Girl, and I didn't click on it. But you saying, I was like, what's that?
So,
and then I moved past it.
Lo-Fi Girl is a YouTube channel where it's just like a constant live stream of lo-fi music being played, and it's animated.
I know that 100%.
To the girl's like studying at her desk, and there's a window.
Actually,
I
talked to that artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were shopping for a project that we needed something like that for. Spoiler alert: they're very expensive, and rightfully so. They're very talented, but they are. I corresponded with that artist briefly. That's
cool. So, onto that. Speaking of them being a great artist, Lo-Fi Girl went missing for a second, and the internet kind of went crazy about it.
A few hours ago, on April 10th, something happened to Lo-Fi Girl on YouTube. She just completely disappeared. Nobody knows exactly where she went or what happened to her. No, seriously, but what we do know is that a blue window in the dark city started to blink, and viewers noticed this blinking, a message in Morse code, as if it was a cry for help. This might sound shocking, but another stream appeared on the channel's page, which just depicted an empty room with a door and nothing else.
Yikes.
The Lo-Fi community reacted immediately, and if you go to the chat today, you will see people spouting random numbers and then immediately deleting their comments. But why? There is something unsettling about empty rooms, and Lo-Fi Girl knows exactly how to frame a mysterious event. However, others have suggested that the disappearance is a sign the stream is ending for the last time. But anyways.
So, freaky, right?
That's very scary.
Lo-Fi Girl is gone, and suddenly there's a new room with no one in it. However, there's been a development since then.
What's the message say?
What message?
The Morse code message.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh.
Suddenly, there's a boy.
Oh, weird. So now it's Lo-Fi Boy?
Well, hold on. I think the person who made this video got that wrong.
That was like very 3D for a second.
I know. He's putting on music. You can't really hear it.
And it was always still like chill lo-fi going, right?
Mm-hmm. The Lo-Fi Girl was lo-fi. Mm-hmm.
And so maybe it's like they're going to meet and it's going to be cute or something like that.
Does that sound like lo-fi?
Does it? I think so. Yeah. Sounds like 80s-y kind of lo-fi.
It's
Synthes.
synthwave.
Oh, yeah, synths.
So
Okay.
you know what that
synthwave.
means? There is now synth boy.
Synth boy
So there's
and
now
lo-fi
going to be
girl?
a lo-fi girl and a synth boy, and there's going to be 2 separate streams running simultaneously of lo-fi girl at her desk and synth boy at his desk, and they live across from each other. He was the blue light that came from her window.
Cute.
So now I don't know if there's going to be more lore. I mean, that'd be cool if the artist, you know him obviously now, but
Well, I don't know them.
you spoke to them.
I emailed with them. I corresponded.
See, this person said, this is synth boy, not lo-fi girl, and she's back at her desk again. The 2 streams are going to run simultaneously. Isn't that cool?
It's an interesting way to do a
Like,
narrative.
Yeah, and to introduce a new streaming channel. It's I want to grow my channel, but I want to make it in a cool way that's going to break the internet. This is the way to do it, you know?
It's like cartoon Big Brother, where it's you have a 24-hour live stream into their room. Of course, they're perpetually chilling because it's fake. But at any
Also
time,
true, yeah.
at any time of the day, there could be an event a la Fortnite. Where it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Fortnite event's kicking off. You can get on for the next 2 hours and fight Donkey Kong or whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
And it's
a
it's
24-hour live stream, and then you tune in sometimes, and things are different.
It's like Fortnite meets Big Brother. You heard it here first, folks.
They're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend, probably.
They're going to meet on the street, and it's going to be a synthwave lo-fi back-and-forth mashup.
There's
one
gonna
stream.
be a whole new 3rd stream get introduced, and there's gonna be even more lore developed. This is my headcanon. There's gonna be even more lore developed, and they're gonna go outside and meet up at getting a hot dog or something together.
Yeah.
And the hot dog guy is the one that's gonna be playing on radio and have another stream.
Nice.
That's my lore.
Hot Dog Guy is a great chill stream of
Yeah.
just a street vendor. That's an awesome
And
night market
What
vibes.
genre of music? Lo-fi.
I was
and
thinking
synthwave?
eventually they're gonna have Hip Hop Baby.
No.
Where it's gonna be a little baby just bopping in a little
Nightcore.
bouncer. Nightcore?
Yeah.
What's Nightcore?
Oh my god. This is
Don't know the names.
This is a time.
Ugh, y'all subdivided all these genres of music when I wasn't looking.
No, this is old.
Oh no, it's Rave Baby for sure. No, this has got too much energy for Street Vendor. It's gotta be sad piano
I know,
Street Vendor.
it was kind of a joke.
Yeah, not this for Street Vendor. Oh, what a horrible. Can you imagine this music while a guy's frying a hot dog in a corn dog mix?
I'm gonna skip ahead.
This is everything I don't like in music. This high treble. You love it. Oh,
Dude, I go to raves.
we're from different generations.
maybe the hot dog guy will down tempo. Sure.
Maybe it's all video game OST.
When you draw on a whiteboard,
Oh yeah, it's just video game background.
I think it should be sad piano.
They get another channel, another stream that's just gamer music, and the guy's playing video games.
Yeah, that's
And
an easy
that's
one.
their buddy.
That's an
Okay, I'm creating too much lore for this now.
Give Kato a job. That guy puts music out on Apple Music all the time. All the piano covers of Nintendo stuff.
Hot dog guy likes this.
Hot Dog Guy, if this plays in the background, Hot Dog Guy is secretly Batman. Hot Dog Guy, this
Okay,
is he's watching the streets.
I have another proposition for what hot dog guy will listen to. Okay? Liquid drum and bass.
This is Sonic the Hedgehog. This is Sonic. This is a Sonic level. I know this level. This is what it sounds like. God. So,
Yeah.
this sounds like Hot Dog Guy is really locking down a trip that's going not great.
Drum and bass is fun.
Here's your hot dog. My
I feel like
pupils okay?
He's doing this when he's flipping the hot dogs.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Let's move on to our last two subjects. Have you heard about the new Scott Pilgrim anime?
Yeah, love Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
We're bringing the whole cast back.
So we're coming back into your realm now. Let's watch this TikTok.
The whole cast is coming back? Mary Elizabeth Winstead's having another moment.
Yep.
You can tell they all had fun making this.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is why they're all coming back.
I would absolutely come back for a movie like this, too. Oh my god. Nice. Everyone is back. That's all we get about it, though.
That's all you need.
I need true. It's just cast announcement and people reacting to it so far.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
They nailed it the first time. They're gonna nail it again, and all of the people who were in that movie were like rising stars, and now they're all big stars, and it will be just like this crazy star-studded animation.
I can't believe that
thing.
Chris Evans and Brie Larson were in that movie, you know?
Yeah, I can't believe Brandon Routh is in that
Yeah.
movie. Brandon Routh in that movie is crazy to me because after that he was Superman. He did Scott Pilgrim, maybe might be flipping those, and then from that point on he was just a CW baby forever, and he disappeared. But he's like, he didn't deserve that.
Scott Pilgrim, the anime. When's it coming out? It's just been confirmed. Oh my god, I gotta sneeze again. It's not coming. Ugh. Pineapple. I guess it's just like announced.
I don't think that's the same guy who played
Which one?
the first Evil X, the Indian guy. I believe that is a recast.
Oh well.
It's too bad. I liked that guy. He's a really
Sometimes
fun.
it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, sometimes it's a scheduling problem. But I like
I wanna
that
see the
replacement
animation
actor.
style.
He's great on New Girl.
This is cool. This is like more comic book than anime.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it will be this style though because
It's gonna be Scott Pilgrim, the Western anime. You know?
yeah.
Like Avatar.
I mean, there's
Avatar-
not a better story told than Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Well, yeah, I meant like in the style, like how it gets like perceived by the world. It'll be like Western anime because it'll probably what makes anime partly anime is because it has good story, right?
Yeah,
The animation style and the fact that it comes from Japan.
I don't think good story is necessarily a requirement.
That's also true. There's some sketchy stuff happening.
There's some poopy animes out there.
Well, how would you like say? I mean, is Western anime because it's made here?
It's Western animation. Yeah, I mean, anime has become like this very specific style because it came from Japan and influenced
evolved.
American culture super hard. But now Western animation is
Yeah.
as good and better in a lot of cases. Like
I'd say there's definitely a difference between like Gravity Falls.
yeah, Gravity
you know,
Falls is incredible.
That's cartoons though. That's a cartoon. I would
Is it though? Because it's got like an overarching story. It's got villains that
consider it an
return.
anime.
Well, what's
A
your
Western
criteria?
anime?
What's your criteria?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I would consider Gravity Falls more of a Western anime and less of a cartoon, and I would consider something like Courage the Cowardly Dog a cartoon. Because it's like
because of the
super
through line.
episodic.
because of the through line that Gravity Falls has. You know,
Yes.
you have to watch it from start to finish.
And there's like a limited number of seasons. There's 3 seasons. I think like when people talk about like One Piece and they're like there's 1,000 episodes. I'm like I'm out. I'm 100% out. This is I guess it's an anime because it's like from Japan, but and the characters progress in power, right? And then there's the other animes that are like this is a 3-season or 2-season story that's being told. Nobody upgrades anything. and it's just like, you know, it's just or there is like a short amount of progression. Gravity Falls, they do technically like upgrade by getting better with magic and more familiar with all the strange stuff.
They get more involved in the secrets.
Yep. And
they get more.
There's a villain that comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess in the same way, like Star vs. Forces of Evil would be like a Western anime.
What is it?
Star vs. the Forces of Evil. It's by the same makers, I think. Gravity Falls. But
I don't know that one.
But like Bob's Burgers is a cartoon.
Bob's Burgers is a cartoon.
Because of like how it's like a sitcom episodic style cartoon.
Bob's Burgers is great.
All right, last topic. Okay, let's run through this. Have you heard about the Barbie movie coming out?
I have. It looks very funny.
I'm very excited.
All of the advertising for this film has been
This is the first
perfect.
movie I
It's
actually want to
also
go
been
see in theaters in a long
intentionally vague
time.
on story details, and I think I know why. So far, everything we've seen from this movie
D&D
has focused
movie
on
was
comedy
fun.
and, of course, capturing this vivid Barbie aesthetic, which
did
they
see
have
that.
done just
great.
expertly. But as far as what the story's going to actually be about, I think it's going to be hilarious, but I also think it's going to be a lot more hard-hitting than people realize. The trailer obviously establishes Barbie Land as like the Technicolor dream world where all the Barbies live, and it seems picture perfect. But it's giving major Purgatory Good Place vibes, and I think the fact that all of the Barbies are so infantilized developmentally is going to play a much bigger role than comedy in the story. I get the feeling that it's more than just their world that's limiting them, because Kate McKinnon's Barbie particularly is interesting to me. Her tagline is she's always in the splits, she has clearly just chopped off hair and marker coloring all over her face. This really screams to me a Barbie that a kid decided to give a makeover to.
Do you think it's gonna be like a Toy Story sort of angle?
One Barbie in the bottom of the
That would be cool. I think that would be cool though.
Haggard, and I don't think that
I think
this
it's going
is
to
her
be
choice. What makes
kind
it
of
so interesting
abstract.
is that this is so true to the Barbie experience of playing with the Barbie, not the Barbie ideology.
That's
Do you see
right.
the
I
toe
also
thing?
keep coming back to this image from the teaser trailer and thinking
How
about
she
what
still-
it's trying to say
she still
about
has
the
her toes
message of
up?
the film. Barbie, not just
Her
as
heels
an
up.
idol, but as
Oh,
like
like when she gets out of her shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
get the
like
feeling that
that's,
the film is going
yeah.
to follow
It's like
a
the Barbie
similar
thing.
narrative and thematic journey to a film like Labyrinth. We're going to see Barbie leave the safety and comfort and limitations of Barbie Land and enter the real world, which is sometimes harsh, but it's reality. We're going to see a Barbie that, as established in the trailer, has no concept of what sex is, go into the real world looking like
This is quite
Margot
long.
Robbie. I think we're going to see like typical fish out of water comedy.
I think this is it's gonna be like a dichotomy of how people play with Barbies and how they then stop playing with Barbies and grow up and have to deal with the disparate feel, like the way they play and the way they have to live, and like that transition from childhood to like young adulthood probably.
So do you think it's like a world where Barbies go after they're done being played with then?
No, I don't think they're gonna explain it in a logistical way. I feel like it would be silly to.
Why do they have one Barbie that's clearly been like sabotaged by a child?
I just think it's supposed to be representative of the play experience of a young child, and when they leave the place, it's that young kid moving into a more public space where they might be perceived as older, or they are it's not a safe place, and they are ridiculed for not knowing things instead of people just moving on and being like, I don't know why I would stay over, haha, instead of being shamed for it. You know, I feel like it's gonna be the representation of moving from childhood to adulthood for people who played with Barbies.
I can see that. That's very deep.
It's Greta Gerwig, so I think it's I don't
It's
think
Greta
it's
Gerwig?
I don't think it's gonna be
I have to show you
a
all.
I'm
Super
even
Mario
more
movie
excited
thing.
now.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Bobby, and I'm your friend. You know, it's just a little bit too much.
It's gonna be a coming-of-age movie.
One of the first things we see
What that
is
means,
the
basically.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a
Barbie
abstract
Land.
coming of
Barbie
age
Land is
story.
actually spelled out using the typeface from the original logo for Barbie that just so happens to also be the current logo. Also reference to the B used in the logo for Barbie that ran from 2004 to 2009. Can't talk about details without calling out the iconic Barbie feet. I don't know about you, but this was single-handedly the moment that I knew we were in good hands with this movie. In this shot, way in the
Now
back,
knowing that
you
it's
can see a
Greta
little
Gerwig, I'm
Barbie
even more-
statue of Liberty. One of the coolest
Yeah,
Easter
that's
eggs
what-
We are
in
in
the
good hands with
background
this movie
of
for sure.
scene.
I think it's gonna be
You
kind of
see a Barbie
wacky
with
and
butterfly wings on top
in a
of
good
what
way.
looks like a
I think it's gonna be a great
movie
feminist
theater.
piece.
And that is in reference to the 2011 Barbie and the Secret Fairy movie. Look, it's the same. As was pointed out in my friend Hope's video, go check it out, you've probably already seen it, but there is reference to The Wizard of Oz because that's the movie that's playing at the movie theater in Barbie Land. You can even see a little still of the scene where
That's
they're
cool.
walking towards Emerald City in the background. background of the movie theater. One of my favorite references was the BAX in the background of this clip, which is in reference to, obviously, LAX. Her car is also super cool, too, because it's a 57 Corvette, which may or may not have been a real thing that was used in malls around the 1980s.
So they obviously put in a lot of thought making sure that this is like just every single shot. This is why I love movies so much, because directors are so cool and that they'll put something in every single shot. That flower in the background, it means something. Those feet, these feet, those mean something. She's got flat feet.
That was probably,
Oh yeah, she's like looking at it like she's strange.
She's looking at someone who has flat feet. And as we saw in the beginning of the trailer, Barbies all have the Barbie feet. So whoever she's looking at in this scene is not a Barbie. That's a human. This one might be a bit abstract, but follow me.
Yep.
In the background of the scene,
someone else?
3 banners.
I thought it was this girl, but someone else said that it could have been Skipper.
But it seems like one of them might be missing.
Skipper is Barbie's little sister who has flat feet.
The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Maybe the 4 horse Kens of the apocalypse. Like I said, just a theory. In Hope's video, she pointed out a reference to Warner Brothers with the water tower in the background of one of the scenes. But I found another Warner Brothers reference in the background of this scene. Right behind Will Ferrell, you can see a building that reads Warner Brothers Discovery. This scene, obviously a reference to Grease Lightning from Grease.
References are chock full.
If it wasn't.
This movie,
really close look for this one.
This movie is just going to be a testament to the time. It's just going to be a cultural representation of the life through Barbie in the past, like, 50 years, probably.
Yep.
That's what it seems like. I'm excited.
Cool cast.
Can we do an ad for this movie? Anyways, that's about everything I have to talk about today. Do you have any closing thoughts? You gonna see Barbie?
Joke should have a premise and then a punchline. Sorry. Barbie looks really cool. Barbie does, like, I will actually go see Barbie.
I'm gonna send you some surreal Barbie memes now.
I don't want it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching this week's episode of For You Page. We'll see you next time.